Hey guys. Ooh, you scared me. I don't know if you can see me. I can't tell what you can see because it's so bright out. I'm going to show you a little bit on fermenting feed today. It's still a pretty new process to me, so I get the concept, but I haven't done it for a long period of time. So, looks like a chicken thinks she's a pig today. She's eating with everyone else. Okay, so we picked up a bunch of bulk feed, and it's a lot more like crumbly and like layer mash and that kind of thing than what I am used to. Actually, I may go over and show you it from the chickens because theirs is a little easier to see. So the layer mash, I don't know, I think it's fine. It's what, most farmers feed their animals because you get it straight from the grain mill. And it's a lot more cost effective, but I feel like it's kind of messy and maybe would be wasteful. So I've started to ferment it. And what you do is you put the day's ration, so however many scoops of feed your animals go through in one day, into a 5-gallon bucket, or if you have a huge farm, you could do a drum or whatever. I'm starting with this to see how it goes. So I have 3 buckets, which represent 3 days. This was the first day that I started to my first batch. So I put in the feed scoops, and really what I'm doing now is I'm putting in half of the feed scoops. So if I go through 6 feed scoops in a day for the chickens, I'll put in about 3, maybe 4 scoops. And then you fill it up with a couple inches of water. And then you put a loose lid on top, and you just wait. So then the next morning, I came over and I started bucket number 2, and I did the same thing. This bucket will probably have no water or not much water. Basically, you do a ratio of one feed to 2 parts water. So just eyeball it though. A couple inches above is fine. So this is my 2nd day's worth, and I put the same amount, and I just topped these all off this morning, which is why they're covered. But you'll notice by the 3rd day, you start to get bubbles in here, and that's the fermenting. And what that does is the fermentation of the feed provides your animals with a probiotic. It makes the feed easier to digest. It increases the nutrient content, and it reduces your overall feed cost. So you can kind of see, this is the one I just did this morning. So the feed is just starting to get wet. And it'll absorb all of this water, and tomorrow I will top it off with some more. By tomorrow morning, this feed will be good to start giving to the chickens. And then I'll dump out that bucket and start refilling it to keep going. So it is a little more time consuming than just doing your dry feed, but I think the benefits will far outweigh the little bit of extra time that it takes me in the morning to do all of this. The not wasting feed and cutting our feed costs down is going to be huge, because for the pigs, right now, our maintainer pigs, our sows and our boar, I go through roughly about 6 or so scoops, because we got 2 little ones, so 6 or so scoops of feed a day. And for the first bucket of our new feed, I had put 6 scoops in here, and I really think it's equated out to be a 5-gallon bucket, and it's really just going to be too much for them. So I cut it down to 4 scoops on the 2nd bucket, and I think maybe I even did 3 in this morning's bucket, which is already in need of more water. So their feed kind of swells up a lot more. So I'm just going to keep it topped off so it doesn't mold. You want to keep it covered with water because otherwise it would mold. It's basically just like fermenting anything else you would for yourself. And they really seem to like it. You can give it to them more wet or less wet. You can drain out some of the water if you wanted, but you don't have to. And they gobble it up. They got some tomatoes and cucumbers in there this morning that the chickens also seem to be enjoying. So So we're gonna see how this goes and how much it cuts back our feed budget. Of course, now we have like 5,000 pounds of feed on the farm. So we definitely have plenty, but it's always worth cutting back when you can. So I guess this is the next thing. We have been working on our new chicken coop for our layers. It's quite a bit bigger. It's about twice the size of our current one. That'll be used for the brood stock, where we'll keep the hens that we want with the rooster for hatching eggs. And this will just be for the laying hens that don't really have access to the rooster. I think it'll be good. We can fit about 40 birds probably in there. We'll have 2 roosts and it'll be great. We got an incubator in yesterday so we can start attempting. We've never been very successful. We sold our old incubator a few years ago because we just failed so miserably. But we've got a new one, so hopefully that will work. This is my garden, what's been started. The first thing I planted was the peas, which look beautiful and wonderful, and we'll see how they do. I don't really like the net that I have up for them, but I had it on hand and it was just the easiest thing to throw up for now. In the front bed I've got carrots going that are all pretty much popping, and the carrots in the front row there. And then I planted I had a whole bunch of beet seeds from last year, and they weren't really that great last year, so I'm assuming I'm not going to really get anything this year, but who knows. I think I do see something green in over there. Who knows if that's just a weed or what. But I guess can't hurt to try. So I've been waiting on some seed potatoes. My orders are taking a long time to get here. It's been on order for at least a month, I would say. So the rest of these are empty for now. I've got seeds started inside. One of these big ones will be tomatoes and so forth. Okay, so for I don't even know how long, my entire life, several hours, who knows. We've been cleaning chick coops. And now I'm going to put the last batch in. Here, we got to clear out one of these boxes for me, so guard that one. I'm checking butts as I put them back, because one thing that happens with little chicks is they get what's called pasty butt, and it means that they cannot, their butt gets blocked up with poop, and they can't poop properly. So if it lasts long enough without you cleaning it out, they could become so blocked up that they die. We're kind of pretty good with it now. We've been doing it for so long. We haven't really lost any birds to it, but it's good to check. And it's hard because now we've got 100 birds. Well, we got a lot more than 100 because we've got the hens too. We have 100 of the meat birds, so it's kind of hard to check all of them every day. No, not the little ones. You could do that with the big hens. Oof, a lot of these ones need to be cleaned up. So we have a nice clean bed, and I'll show you in the other chicken coops, or chicken pens, brooders, that's the word I was looking for. Abigail has built some little roosts for our hens with some scrap wood. Yeah, yours is better than the one I threw together. And she's making our little laying hens really happy. Alright, let's hurry this up. See, like, little bad. We can just clean that one while we're doing it anyway. You guys are getting big. See, they're starting to get their little wing feathers. This one's a bad one? Yeah. Eee, you are a bad one. And you kind of need to be cleaned too. You're beautiful. 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 squeaky clean. Hi, little birdie. I know. Woo, nice clean butt. Where did you come from? How did you get? Where did you go left behind? Look at you got like little eyeliner on their eyes. Some of their eyes. Yeah.
Now hurry up because it's
okay.
going to tip off.
Because they're all on one side. Okay. All right. Real quick, I'm going to show you the clean coop. Okay. So here's number 2 brooder. Nice and clean. Don't mind the mess we've been cleaning down here with all of this crap. All right, here's Abby built a little roost. We just had a whole bunch of little chicks on here. We have fun with building things with scrap lumber, so and the little chickies seem to love it. And then our fourth and final. All right, I'm gonna go clean some chicken butts. You probably don't want to see that, so. Okay, so, oops. All right, so it's lunchtime now, and I just finished cleaning butts. Got the chicks all cleaned up, their brooders all cleaned up, and they're good to go for at least a couple hours. So the only thing I haven't done yet today is check on the bunnies because I took a little bit too long doing everything else. So I'm going to take a look real quick and make sure the bunnies have food and water, and then I'm probably going to start planting some more seeds. All right, let's see. Hello? Why is there only one of you in here? Where's your sister? Is she mad at you?
Why are they mad at each other?
I don't know, but there's only one in there. Where is the other one? Honey, where are you? Oh, you are in here? You needed your own house? You needed your own space? We'll get you set up with this house, I guess. Let's put your food in here. And I go get you some hay. All right. So this thing, Keller has not put a board over here because he just didn't think it was going to be an issue. But this one in particular likes to just hop over that. I really don't, I mean, I know rabbits can hop, but that just seems like, for a baby rabbit, it seems so tall to hop right over. You know, hop across a long distance is one thing, but hop up and over is crazy to me. But I came out here yesterday and they were fighting pretty crazy, like kicking each other and battling. So, of course, then later in the afternoon, they were snuggled right up next to each other, face to face. So, I don't think it lasts, but apparently she's mad and she's needing her space. So I'm gonna get her some more straw in there so she's cozy, and some hay in her hay bin because I haven't been putting much food in here because they were snuggling together. And then we got Mr. Jack up here with his beautiful eyes that again look like he's just get all this eyeliner on. A few more months maybe and he'll be good to go. All right, so I'm going to take care of that. Everybody, I'm going to take care of the bunny and go get everybody to see me. Everybody fed with their lunch. And then I'm going to probably plant some zucchini and summer squash seeds. I think that's really all I got to do for seeds today. And maybe figure out what's taking my potatoes so long to arrive in the mail. All right, guys, well, that's our most recent update on the farm. We'll see y'all later.